Hey, my name is Jimmy Williams. I'm a licensed bodyworks and massage therapist here at Greensboro Neuromuscular Therapy. I'm a neuromuscular therapist as well as a myoskeletal therapist. I wanted to talk today about the muscles of the human body, both the functions and the dysfunctions of the human body. In order to understand the dysfunctions of the human body, we first need to know about the functions of the body, how muscles work. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. Muscles, first of all, work on the principle of the all or nothing principle, which means that either the muscle fiber is flexed or they're unflexed. There's no in between. So I want to demonstrate that here today. This is a muscle of the human body. Actually, this is a straw, but it's going to represent the muscle of the human body. A muscle fiber is typically about the size of a human hair. So the way a muscle works is the brain determines how much something weighs. It calculates it in an instant. It determines how many fibers to flex. All the fibers of the muscle body don't flex at the same time. That's why if you say you saw a 5-gallon bucket and you thought that it was full of water and you lifted it up, but in actuality it was empty, you would jerk it up really quickly because your brain is telling fire this many muscle fibers. And if the bucket is empty, of course, you won't need as many muscle fibers. In addition to the fibers, you have what's called fascia that wraps around the muscle fibers. Not only does it wrap around each individual fiber, it wraps around all the fibers together. So all the fibers together would look something like this. I use the saran wrap, which is representative of the fascia, which is pretty good because saran wrap can mimic fascia in that it can be an adhesive, it can be binding, or it can be a lubricant depending on the state of the fascia. Fascia comes in several different types. Like I said, it wraps the fiber and it wraps the whole muscle. If you think about each morning you get up out of bed, you're stiff, you have to stretch a little bit. What you're doing is you're breaking up that fascia, we can call it the fuzz. Every morning you get up, you're breaking up that fuzz. It's kind of like cotton candy that's surrounding your muscles. So you do that every day, everything's good. But what happens one day when, say, you were in a car accident? Your seatbelt threw you forward, but your shoulder got damaged. So one morning you wake up, you're guarding this shoulder. You're not breaking up this fuzz in the morning. You're guarding it. You're breaking up everything else, but you got one night's worth of fuzz in this muscle. So you guard it. So what if you go 2 nights? You got 2 nights worth of fuzz build up. What if you go a month? What if you go 2 months? What if you go a year or 10 years? You got all this fascia that's built up in and around the muscles that builds up. And what happens is that has to get out. You have to restore movement. All these fibers need to work independently in order for the muscle to work properly. So not only does the muscle need to work independently with the fibers, you have the fascia that needs to flow, needs to move, and it has nerves, nerve endings that radiate pain if there's an entrapment or a damaged nerve, damaged fibers that are not working properly. What we do here is we try to restore muscle function in whatever condition it may be in. It might be a damaged muscle, it might be the fiber that, the fascia that has built up over time. We get in there and we break it up through different methods. Another thing, emotional stress. Say if you're going tensed up and you're holding your muscles like this all day because of emotional stress, tension, that fiber builds up in the muscles, and you all know that because it's very common. Very common. So we get in there and we break it up. Repetitive motion, ischemia, which is a fancy word for blood flow. We're getting there, we're restoring function, restoring blood flow to get the muscles to work the way they were intended to work. We're here to help you with those issues. Give us a call or visit us today at Greensboro Neuromuscular Therapy. Thank you.